Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. Gonna do something I've never done before because I just thought of it right now. I was gonna get some Pillsbury, you know, those little cinnamon rolls that you put and you bake them, and it's all just raw dough. And I was gonna do that, and then I started thinking, what if I did a no-bake version that anybody could do? Because what if you can't bake? What if you're watching this and you're 12 years old and you're thinking, I want to learn how to make a dessert, but I'm not allowed to use the oven? So check this out. I got some, if you're 12 years old, I hope you can afford all this stuff. I got some cinnamon swirl, and I got a cat. And having a cat is way harder than coming up with fancy desserts because she is a pain in the ass. All right, so like I said, I got some, just these regular cinnamon rolls, cinnamon swirl rolls, whatever, by Entenmann's. Already made. You can take them out right now and eat them, but I want to do something else. I also got some apple pie filling, right? And not only that, but I got some whipped cream cheese. I know it's backwards to you, but I'm telling you what it says so you don't have to read it. Whipped cream cheese. Outside of that, all I'm going to need, I might have a microwave in handy. I'm going to use some cinnamon sugar. So to do this in my head, I thought this shouldn't be that hard. I want to make a jumbo one, so I need something big to put my stuff on. And this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm doing. It's in my head, and usually when things get in my head and I put it to fruition, it generally comes out pretty good. So I have high hopes for this because I know what I'm thinking, and now I just have to make it happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, these come into like a little tray, so I'm just going to take them out of the tray, right? So I have my little cinnamon buns. And what I want to do is take a knife, and let's see, I need something sharp and small. This one right here will do. And what I need to do is I just want to cut, not the actual dough, I just want to cut a line in the frosting because I don't want the frosting to start breaking apart. So I'm just going to cut where I'm going to separate each one, and I'm just making like a little line. So you'll see I'm not actually cutting anything, and possibly it looks like the way they make them in kind of figure eights. So maybe I will. I'm going to cut this way. I thought they were all separate, but they're not. This is actually one piece connected through the middle. So what I'm going to do is separate each set so I have all individual cinnamon rolls. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take one cinnamon roll, just like that. And I want to find out first if they're rollable or unrollable, because if not, what I want to do, I'm going to put it in the microwave for like 5 seconds, somewhere in there, just to see if I can make the dough soft. If not, I'm going to have to get creative in a different way than I was thinking originally. Let's see, I'll put 7 seconds. We'll see if it makes it soft enough to where I can start to unravel. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to unravel them and then make one giant one. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. I will be able to unravel them a little bit. It's not perfect, but I'll be able to do it. That one is the only one I don't have to unravel. Of course, I heat it up for nothing. So what I'm going to do is unravel the next one and then wrap it around the first one. That frosting is so good. So 7 seconds again. I might do this one at 8 seconds, make it a little softer. And then I'm going to try to wrap it around, and we will see if it works and see what that looks like. All right, so yeah, it's a little soft, which is exactly what I want. And so what I'm going to do is unwrap it and then rewrap it. So I'm just going to roll it kind of around against itself here until what was the inside is now the outside. So there we go, just like that. And now I want to just push it all together and get it going. And now I'm going to do that with as many as I can to fit this. Hold on. So after each one that you lay on get your hands around it and really smush them together. You want to bring this whole thing in together nice and tight and compact, kind of like you never unrolled it, okay? So don't be afraid to really mush it in there. All right, so this is what I'm looking at. You can see it doesn't have to be perfectly round. You're going to be cutting it and eating it anyway. But you can see it's all pulled together into one ginormous cinnamon roll, right? Now let's put some apples on it. All right, so all I'm going to do is crack open this can of apple pie filling. And you don't need it all. I mean, if I got 2 packages of these cinnamon buns, I would probably use it all. But since I only got 1 package, I'm probably not going to need all these apples. But we're going to spread them around pretty good. You want an apple pretty much touching every part. So just kick them apples all over the place. Really spread them out. Who knows? Maybe I will use the one entire jar. Will cover it. We'll soon find out. But this is looking really good. And it looks like I might get 1 full jar. So you could, measure it out to 1 package equals 1 jar of apples. I guess that's a good measuring stick. So here we are. I'll have just a little bit more apple than I would need. But since I'm only... It's close. It's close, man. It's close. So there we go. I have now used all of the apples in this whole thing, and that is not so bad. Let me show you what that part looks like. So this is where we are now. So from here, pretty simple. I'm just going to take some cinnamon sugar mix, and I'm just going to sprinkle some across the top just to give it a little bit of extra cinnamon, because nobody's ever complained about that. Now what I want to do is take this stuff, and I want to put some in a small cup and then heat it to make it really, really soft and even easier to spread. So hold on. All right, so I put just a big scoop into this little guy, and now I'm going to heat that for, you don't want to cook it, you just want to make it soft. So I'm going to put that in for 10 seconds, and hopefully in 10 seconds it'll soften enough. Okay, this is perfect, so watch this. Look at this. It came out so perfect. I wasn't sure if it was going to come out this right. This is what I had in my mind, was to drizzle it. But I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get that effect. I was able to get that effect. So I'm just going to drizzle that cream cheese frosting all across the top. Oh, I have just enough to get it done. That was perfect. Let's see, I got just a little bit extra in here. I guess I'll just pop a little bit in the center. Popping fresh dough. All right, so there we go. I got my cream cheese. Delicious frosting. Now, here's the best part. It's done. It's done. It was that easy. Check that out. Now, you can cut it and you can serve it just like this, or you can cut it and you can throw it in the microwave for 10 seconds each piece and have a warm, ooey gooey one. I think this is going to be just fine. Hold on. So, it's kind of crazy. I went to the supermarket, to the bakery aisle, looking for something to have for a dessert tonight. I had no intentions on doing this. I was just looking at their baked goods and seeing what they had and thinking, maybe I'll just get some. And then for some reason, I started thinking about those Pillsbury ones. And then I went from Pillsbury ones because I was walking past the display of these Edamons ones. And I was like, ooh, what if I did a no-bake? So let's try it all. Let's try it, see how it is. It's really good. So, oh man, that is really good. So here it is, just with that frosting. Wow. I can really get both frostings. The icing with the frosting, the extra cinnamon sugar on these apples. This is actually really, really nice. And this is super simple, dirt cheap. This is an absolute win for me. I wanted something completely different, and I just got creative, and this is what happened. That's wonderful. So, if you're looking for something super, super freaking simple, that's going to be super, super good. You want cinnamon rolls, you want apple pie, you can't decide which one you want, make them both. So, I got to say that I will probably end up doing this again at some point because this worked out really well. I just can't believe. I mean, I knew it was going to be good because I knew the ingredients and they go together, but it's really good. So, that's it, man. Look at that. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. So simple. The hard part's already been done. They already made the damn cinnamon rolls for you. All you got to do is put it together in a different manner. Just unraveling them and raveling them. Now, when you unravel it, some will break. It doesn't matter. You're smushing it all together anyway. It really doesn't matter in the long run because you're going to chew on it. But these are fantastic. I recommend them to anyone who wants to get creative and try something different for dessert. If you're a crap baker, but you want to impress your family, they might think you went to some baking school and learned something. No, you just went to the supermarket and bought something. Fantastic. So that's it for this one. I'm going to go enjoy my dessert. I am Donnie all day. Till next video.